Before I start the lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Double honor to the apostle, elders, and bishops of Great Bluestone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to 144,000 men that's pushing and believing His word and all true sincerity and sacrifice their lives wills to do so. Shalom to the men and women in the church that's tuning in and listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreign scattered about on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father named Yahweh. His only begotten Son named Yahweh Shai. The Lord won this video edifying, quick, straight to the point. This video right here will be entitled The MOTB True Meaning. And recently, it's been the week where individuals, Tazariak, Tazariak of the ISUBK, couldn't break down properly what the MOTB is. He said a mark of a beast and not the mark of the beast or the beast, right? So the individual that was calling in or whatnot on the podcast, or not podcast, the phone or whatnot. So as a prophet, you have to know what the mark of the beast is and not a mark of a beast. Like it was multiple mark of the beast. It's one mark of a beast, right? Now, you have the MOTB, right, which is the CHIP, right? That is what the MOTB is. It's not hard to understand. It's a pretty simple concept if you have the eye to hear and the ears to see. The MOTB, which is the MARK, is the RFID micro CHIP, right? And when you go into it, right, when you go into the word mark, which is charagma in the Revelation 13 and 16 and on down, you know, that's exactly what that means. Charagma means mark. When you go into the word charagma, that's an inserting, cutting upon the flesh, all, if you will. And he also said we all got the MOTB, which that doesn't make no sort of sense. Because if that was the case, if we all had an MOTB, right, what that means, we all are doomed. We all have, like, you taking away salvation from people. So, you know, and I'll get that too in Revelation 13, because Revelation 14, because if we take that MOTB, which you do not supposed to, if we have that MOTB, we're finished. So, because that statement right there was a very wild and unstudied statement. A lot of these camps play around with the word of the Heavenly Father and not break it down in its entirety or break it down properly and not know the meaning of the breakdown. As a prophet, you have to know what the MOTB is. Just like a few weeks ago, the Believers of the Way, the guy said he don't need to know what the MOTB is. He just know not to take it. Well, how can you not know how to take it if you don't know what it is? It doesn't make sense. And with that being said, you have to know what this MOTB is, what it's going to do to you, and why you shouldn't take it. Now, this is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured without mixture into a cup of his indignation, Salakia, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Right, which is what? Actually, I can read it real quick. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. So what's that being said is, what? If you take that MOTB, the Lord is going to make sure you burn. And it's that simple. And you're going to burn by the ICBM to chariot fire. And that's not something you will want to be a part of. So if we all have the MOTB, as Tazariak said in his video, which is completely wild, that means what? You are going to fulfill Revelation 14 and verse 10 and 11. If we have the MOTB, that's the judgment. This is the judgment of those that take the MOTB, right? That means what? We're going to be destroyed. Because if we have the MOTB, if we all have the MOTB, as he said, right? That means we're going to be destroyed. And there's no other way around it. And you can't take the chip out. You can't do any of those things. Regardless if you get it in your hand, your forehead, or whatever body part it is, if you take the MOTB at all, any way, shape, or form, you're finished. And this is what a prophet does know. A prophet knows prophecy. And this is one of the biggest major prophecies. Actually, this is the biggest prophecy that we're looking for right now. Because once this MOTB comes, that means what? Yahushua gonna come. Which means our kingdom gonna come. Because when Revelation 3 and 10 be fulfilled, right? When Revelation 3 and 10 be fulfilled, right? I'm going to grab it. It's Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, which is red letter, which is Yahushua speaking. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And yeah, that's exactly what we're going to experience and deal with. And that MOTB is that hour of temptation. We're going to be tempted to either A, trust in the Lord, or B, trust the Esau Edom system, which is the beast, right? Trust in this beast system. Run to Esau for help. And you individuals that run to Esau for help, those that run to Esau for help, when you say it like that, you choose to what? Be this man's slave forever. And you people are going to realize that, and there's going to be a lot of people that take it, and they're going to realize, like, they're fucked. A lot of you people got blood. A lot of you Israelite leaders got a lot of blood on your hands, because a lot of you leaders, like Nate, right? He told people to take that vax shot, you know, and a lot of you leaders approved of that, and a lot of people have died from that. Let alone those in the world. If you take that vax shot, which I did, which a lot did, a lot of people have died from that. And a lot of you Israelite leaders, y'all gonna realize that what y'all was teaching, the Lord's gonna make it to where those individuals that you've been so-called teaching, is gonna want your blood. Because why? Y'all deliberately was scamming people out of money for years. And all you had to do is tell the truth for free. You didn't have to run their pockets. You didn't have to do the shit that you did. But what? You scattering the Lord's sheep. So, hey, it's all good, because the Lord's going to get y'all. The Lord's going to make sure he do some good for y'all to learn. And you people ain't going to realize it until it's too late. So, actually, I'll go to Revelation 13 real quick. To Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. So, actually, I'll start at verse 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, cause that many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And yeah, those that don't conform to this beast system, right? Those that don't take this MOTB, which is the MARK, which is the RFID CHIP, right? Should be what? Killed. Because why? The elect, this is talking about the elect not taking that MOTB. If you do not take the MOTB, you're going to be an outcast. And then they're going to want your head, because why? You were not down with this The way Esau Edom runs the earth, you're not down to be his slave. So obviously you're a part of the resistance, as they say. Verse 16, he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead, in their right hand or in their foreheads. So regardless of wherever that, regardless if you get that C hip in your hand, your forehead, the back of your head, your right leg, your left leg, whatever, your fingers. There's people literally walking around with this in their technology in their hands. So how can you not see it? It's people physically right now using this device to scan. It's to scan to unlock their cars, to pay for stuff. And you have to, a lot of these Israelite leaders are not going into the words of technocracy, gradualism. And that's one of the biggest things. Esau Edom is moving this place slowly and slow. Well, it ain't slow anymore, but this place is moving towards technocracy fast. Gradualism is in effect, and it's moving toward this. What the fourth industrial revolution is, which is going to be the great chipping. Said like that. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So what? Meaning if you, let me go back. Verse 16, when it mentions both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're let me say it, like a citizen of high morality or you just a common citizen. If you in jail or if you ain't in jail. Those that are rich and those that are poor. These people will be offered a chip to be what? Be able to do things in the society that you regularly do. If you do not take this chip, you will not be able to do everything you will be able to do now. So it's about freedom. Be able to freely do what you want. So, actually, yeah, I read verse 17. So, yep. So if you don't have this understanding, you will very much, a lot of individuals will take this chip with the understanding, and a lot of those that don't take the chip, right, have a good chance of salvation. Now, obviously, there's some people that won't take the chip and still be destroyed. But at the end of the day, if you take this MOTB, you are finished. And it's just that simple. So actually, what's that? What's that? I got this. It's in Exodus. I pulled it. Okay, so this is Exodus chapter. Where is it at? 20. It's not 20 somewhere. Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 6 and verse this is Exodus chapter 21 and verse, let me see. I'll start at verse 6. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And yeah, this is what this is. This chip is an awl, right? Just back in ancient days, if the servant didn't want to depart from his master, right, he would do this, and this process will happen. This process is going to happen now. You people are going to willingly accept that Esau Edom is over y'all. Y'all gonna accept that he's the new God, and he's not. And you people gonna realize that, yeah, we do this, he protect us, but okay, but the Lord's gonna destroy Esau Edom. So this is why this warning is going out, because if you take this C-hip, if you don't know what this C-hip is, if you don't know what the MOTB is, if you don't know these things, we washing the blood off our hands. And that's what a prophet's supposed to do. Warn the people in Ezekiel 3:17, right? So if you do not know what the MOTB is, you're finished. It's just that simple. But I'm going to go ahead and close out. Lord, what is it? Edify before I close out. I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Lord, what is it? Edify and until next one. Shalom.